What's good, everyone? It's your boy Santo G, back at it. You already know, spreading unity, prosperity, and respect. Above all, if you're new here, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell. That way you're notified when I drop future content. So before we get into this video, man, I want to give a big shout out to Killer Kush. You see the merch, see the hat, got the LA, got the bud leaf, man. Fire. I'm gonna put a picture right here. I took a little picture earlier. I was doing a little photo shoot. Put a picture right there. Bam. You see it? You see it? Got the highlight in the background, you know what I mean? It's only right. Gotta do it the right way. And this is honestly still the same one from yesterday. If you see, I only took a couple swigs on it. I just wanted to have it, man, because I know people be drinking watching my videos, be blazing one watching my videos. So hey, we drinking one together and we blazing one together, man. Big salute to you guys. I appreciate all the support. Salute. I also want to give a shout out to Raw Kennels. If you guys want some exotic Frenchies, top of the line, shots up to date, paperwork and all, get on my good people at Raw Kennels, man. If you want some fire za and you want it delivered to you, get on my boy Cali Herbs and they gonna get you right, man. As long as you're in the Los Angeles area, he'll deliver to you, man. As long as it's a good enough order. Don't hit him up for no 8 thinking he's gonna drive like an hour for an 8, you know what I mean? Make your boy look good, man. So now I wanted to talk on me getting to Sylmar. I already talked about me first getting busted, seeing my mom for the first time and all that. So now I want to continue with the story. So that's one reason I like drinking. It gives me like I gotta burp a lot. So she comes to see me. I only saw her once in East Lake. That's when I had that conversation with her. If you guys want to check it out, check out my past video. It's about first time I got a visit, being busted, and the conversation I had with my mom. So boom, she sees me. I want to say like 2 days go by. I'm just chilling in the cell. I just finished smoking. The homie Klepto from Desmadrosos had just got me high. So I'm right there chilling in the cell. First time blazing inside jail, you know what I mean? Inside juvenile hall. I'm chilling, then they come like, hey, come on. Like what? They're like, pack your stuff, you're going to court. Like what? Like yeah, you're going to court. So it's like in the middle of the daytime. It was like 12, 2 o'clock. Like in between 12 to 2 o'clock. Like what the hell? Court. Boom. They throw me in a van. They take me straight to Inglewood court, to adult court. They're like, hey, you got direct filed, man. You know what I mean? You're getting tried as an adult. What? So now they throw me in the van. And the people in the van tell me, oh, you're going to Sylmar. You're not going back to East Lake. Now you're going to the compound. You got direct file. What? I'm not gonna lie, my heart's boom, 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 boom. Nervous. Like, damn. Fuck. Boom, they take me. I walk inside. I just see the barbed wire. Now I'm shackled, handcuffed, shackles. I'm walking through a barbed wire. It looks like a little prison. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna try to put a picture right here of what the compound looks like. It's a juvenile hall. You got all the outside units. And then right at the back, you just see a fence, barbed wire, and 4 buildings. That's the compound. That's where they house all the people that were getting tried as adults. At least when I was fighting my case, they didn't have no unit in East Lake. They didn't have no module in the county or no module in Tehachapi, how other people be saying. Nah, I didn't witness none of that. Got direct file, got sent to the compound in Silmar. So I'm walking through the little sally port, the desk where the COs are at. Boom, as soon as I get in there, they ask you. The homie D comes up. Not the homie, but the COD. Mr. Davis comes up. He's like, what's up? Where you from? What? He's like, where you from? Told him, you know what I mean? From Inglewood. He's like, hey, we got your homie right here. Like, what? Yeah, we got your homie right here. He opens the door and it's my boy Little Triste, man. What? Give my boy a hug. Like, fuck, homie. He had been busted for a year. If you guys seen the story that I told as far as on 6-7, when homeboy lost his life over a female, because that female was dancing with other homies, well, the homie Little Triste ended up getting locked up for that murder. So he had been down for a year. Now, fast forward, I get locked up for an attempted murder. I land up in the compound with him. I hadn't seen him in a year. And my boy, if you from the city of champions, man, you know who my boy Little T is, man. Stop playing. That's Little Devo right there. So, boom. See him, give him a hug. Like, what's up, my boy? Sheesh. Hell yeah. So now, boom. They send me to my cell. And I go to my cell. And the homie Latentine, the homie on Shadow from Latentine's Pacoima, shout out to homie Shadow. He comes up to my door. He's like, hey, G, your homie Little T sent me, bro. He's like, I'm right here, fool. You need anything, I got you, bro. You know what I mean? Anything, I got you. Be looking out, G, you know what I mean? He's like, hey, what you need to start doing? Because I'm not going to lie, back then I was skinny, I was scrawny. He's like, what you need to start doing is working out, my boy. You know what I mean? You're going to have to start running fades. So you need to work out. I got down. I couldn't even do 5 push-ups, man. I did like 5. Couldn't even make it to 10. I remember he told me, come on, do 10 push-ups. And he started laughing at me, bro. He was like, what the fuck? Like, damn, boo. Like, you need to work on it, you know? And I'll never forget that, man. He's the one that, like, pretty much instilled that in me. Like, you need to start working out, bro. You know what I mean? You need to get your weight up. So, just remember that night. My first night there, I was trying to do push-ups. I couldn't even do 10, man. Hey, if I'm lying, I'm dying, man. I couldn't even do 10 push-ups. So boom, I'm right there for a couple of days. The homie comes by, checks up on me. You know what I mean? Sends me a little bit of stuff. And then Miss Robledo's working right there. Cool as hell, you know what I mean? She knew that I was just there till I got classified. So she wanted to let me be her KP, the cleaning person, but I hadn't been classified. So I finally got classified, and that night they sent me to Unit W. But because I knew my homeboy Little Triste was in Y2, he told me, as soon as you get there, fool, just flight someone. You know what I mean? If you want to come back to Y2, as soon as you get there, fool, just flight someone. So that's what I did. As soon as I got there, they come, they take me to Unit W. And it's already late, so all the people are in their cell. There's only the KP outside. So I'm walking in. They're like, oh, hands up. You know, I'm walking in. And then everyone, woo, 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 start yelling out hoods out their door. Whoopty, woo, whoopty, woo, where you from? Like, bam, start chunking up the hood. Bam, bam, bam. And then the KP's right there. So then he looks at me, and then I just, what's up, homie? Woo, woo, woo. Banging on him. But I didn't even swing at him or nothing. I did square up. I was like, what's up, homie? Woo, woo, woo. And he just backed up, and the CEO took out her spray. Shh, get down, get down, get down. Got down. She took me back to the box. I go back to Y1. The next morning, that's when I wake up, and Miss Robledo's working again. So, boom. Go to the bathroom, because they do, as soon as they come in, because in juvenile hall, you don't have bathrooms in your cell. It's just a 2-man cell. No bathrooms though. You have to knock on the door, and then they come and you tell them, hey, I need this bathroom. They'll open the door, and then you'll go use the bathroom. So anytime they would come in, they would do bathroom calls. First thing in the morning, bathroom calls, bathroom calls. So boom, she comes, I use the bathroom. She's like, hey, you got classified already, right? You got classified yesterday, huh? I'm like, yeah. Alright, hey, stay out. You'll be my KP. She don't know I went to the box. She don't know I went to W, and then I came back, and now I'm in the box because I flexed up on some fools, you know? So, boom, I go. I'm serving breakfast, and that black, LK Ugly, he ends up getting mad because I'm KP. He starts talking shit, and I'm trying to tell him, like, hey, kick it. Why you burning my spot? But he still just, whoa, whoa, whoa. He wasn't all there, you know what I mean? So I end up, I'm about to chuck up a loogie and flight him. And he was on suicide watch. That's the reason he was able to just have his door open and walk out. So there was a staff, there was a white lady, Miss G, something with a G. She was sitting on him. And when we were getting into it, exchanging words, Miss Robledo didn't care. Miss Robledo was a G. She didn't care. The white lady was like, hey, hold on, spit that out. What? Spit that out. So I went and I spit in the trash. We left it at that. Passed out food, sat down, ate. Next thing you know, I'm getting the bubble guts. Like, ooh, gotta use the bathroom. I go, take a masa right there, you know what I mean? Taking a masa, everything's good. And there's a big window. Like, if you're in the bathroom, there's a window. Like, if anybody's standing in the day room, they could look in the bathroom and see you. You could look out and see them, right? So, I just remember seeing old boy outside. Like, he's standing outside just looking at me. Like a straight horror movie. Like, that's how it looks. Like, you know when you're just chilling and then they look up and there's somebody at the window? Like that type shit. And that motherfucker was ugly. Like, they called him ugly for a reason. He was ugly. So I'm taking his shit. I just look up and I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? So then bam, he disappeared. Flush the toilet. I look back up. He just runs right in front of me. Boop, bow. Boom. I hit the fucking thing on the back. Boom. I bounce up. Boop, 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 boop. I'm not gonna lie. I'm swimming. Boop, 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 boop. They come. Spray it. I got my shit busted. I don't know if it was this one or this one, but I got it busted. I just remember that white lady. I look at her hand. She went like this, and I look at her hand and I see all the blood. Fuck. So they end up calling medical. They take me to the hospital. I go to the hospital in a little van. This one was crazy. Like, I ain't never experienced some stuff like that in my life, you know what I mean? I get orange jumpsuit, shackles on my feet, and they take me to the hospital. I'm in a van now going to the hospital. And I don't remember what hospital we went to. If it was in Sylmar, what hospital you think they would take us to? It had to be in the San Fernando Valley, you know what I mean? So we go. I go to the hospital. And I'm right there waiting. There's two huras with me. So I'm just right there sitting down and they're just right there. I'm in the middle, like, with everybody. I'm seeing all kinds of people. It was a big hospital because there was all kinds of people, like, crowded. I wouldn't doubt it if it was a general hospital, you know what I mean? Like a straight county hospital. So I just remember I'm sitting down in chairs. I'm not even in a room or anything. I'm in the lobby with everyone, just two huras next to me. That shit was a trip. You know what I mean? Hey, if you guys seen me, this was in 2008. If you guys seen a juvenile with a big old gosh and head wrapped up, that was me. Tap in. I'm pretty sure that's something that people never seen again ever in their life again. You know what I mean? So I'm right there in the hospital. Boom, they stitch me up and they take me back. So when I get back to the building, instead of going to Y1, they take me to Y2, which is initially what I wanted. So hey, good looking out, ugly. You know what I mean? You got, by you, boop, bow, 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 flighting me. Not only did I get to experience the streets for a little bit, because I was driving in the street, in the hospital, around the street people. It was like I was out in the public, you know what I mean? Not only did you let me go through that experience, but I landed in Y2 where I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. Long story short, I get back. They tell me like, hey, you know, we're going to move you over here. Alright, cool. They didn't want me and that fool together. You know what I mean? Because we had just got down. Alright, cool. So, tell me why my boy Shadow from Latin times, I guess, because he had seen me. I was inside the Sally Port, wrapped up, and he seen me like, what happened? And then I told him. Before I even got back, when I got back, the homie had already flighted him. I go to the other side, right? And I'm talking to Miss Salmon. Shout out Miss Salmon. I'm talking to Miss Salmon, and she's like, where you from? And to her, I don't know why, I didn't tell her where I was from. I thought she was probably trying to set me up or what. But I was like, what? Like, you from Inglewood? Like, I thought she was trying to put it on my gang file. I don't know why. Like, I was like, no, why? What's up? I had just, my lawyer is the one that had told me, hey, don't be in there, like, saying, like, I had got a 3 dots tatted right here on my hand, and he got mad. Shout out Chacon, man, but he got mad. He's like, what are you doing to yourself? Don't do that, man. He's like, that's gonna fuck you over in court. You know what I mean? You self-proclaiming yourself and stuff like that is gonna mess you up in court. Like, right now, they don't have you in gang file. You know what I'm saying? The gang expert got in my arraignment and said he didn't have me in gang file. So he's like, look, bro, by you doing this, get tats or anything, you're self-proclaiming yourself. Like, come on. Like, salute to him, man. He checked me. So I told her, like, nah, chalice. Like, so what she tries to do, I just came back. I got stitches. She throws me in a cell with a homie from Westside 18. Go up in, I look at her. I look at him like, what? Are you serious? And she's like, I thought you went from nowhere. Fucking Miss Salmon. I'm like, all right, you got me. Like, what's up? Like, serio, like, hey, I could run that, but come on, like, you trying to set me up or what? I just came from the hospital. Like, as soon as you close that door, I didn't tell her that, but in my head, I'm like, as soon as you close that door, we're gonna have to get him up. You want this shit to open up again? Like, in my head, I'm thinking that, like. So she ends up moving me with a paisa homie. You know what I mean? He was kind of paisa-ish, but he kicked it with Radford Street. You know what I mean? Shout out all the homies from Radford. I'm trying to remember his name. He never told me what they called him, but his family was all from Radford. This was in 2008. Short, dark homie, slick back hair. So I'm celled up with him. I go in the cell with him and everything's good, you know what I mean? Unit Y was lovely, man. I'm not gonna lie, Unit Y was lovely. The way the COs were, the way the supervisor was, that unit, man, was just, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to leave. It got to that point that, let me tell you guys the story of me. Once I was sentenced and all that, right? Because I got sentenced, I want to say like on a Monday. And that Friday, they were already trying to take me to the county. So I ended up having my lawyer file for court appointed visits. That's like, say, if you're in juvenile hall, you could get court appointed visits to the point, like, say, if my grandpa wants to go or anybody. Because on Saturday and Sunday, only your immediate family can go. Like, your mom, your dad, your brothers and sisters, your immediate family, whoever lives in your same household. But other than that, you have to get a court visit for your grandparents, like your primos, your tias, and stuff like that. So I had got a court appointed visit to see my grandpa. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, before I go to prison, I want to see my grandpa. I want to be able to hug him one last time. And thinking back on it, man, that was the last time I ever fucking seen my grandpa. His salute to you, Apa. That was the last time I saw my grandfather. So I ended up getting a court appointed visit and he ended up coming. But the court appointed visit was for Sunday. They tried to come get me on Friday. I had my phone and everything, you know what I mean? Shout out to homie Violent from AP. He ended up leaving me his phone when he left to YA. As a matter of fact, the homie Vago, remember when you guys called me from YA, fool? Hey, salute to you, Vago. Salute to all the homies that I talked to that day. I remember they ended up calling me from YA. They got a brown phone call. The homie Violent knew the number by memory because that was his phone. So they ended up calling me from YA. I was talking to a couple of the homies. So they come and they get me. They take me. I'm already in the front, shackled up, ready to get on the county bus to leave to the county. But I'm making a big old scene, like, nah, fuck that. Y'all gonna have to get me on the bus, like, you know what I mean? Like, Charlie, fuck that, like, hell nah, like, man, I already got sentenced. I'm doing 10 years. I don't give a fuck. Like, what's up? And they called, like, hey, like, what's going on? I'm like, look, all y'all motherfuckers are gonna get fired, man. I got a court-appointed visit. Like, I'm about to hit upstate, man. I'm about to be behind glass. Like, I want to see my grandfather, man. Like, you guys fucking with me, man. And started crying. Like, they seen how serious I was. They were like, hold on. Hey, and if I'm lying, I'm dying, man. But they ended up sending me back to the building. Some stuff happened that never happened ever before. They even said it. Like, we ain't never seen this. Like, once you're on the county list, it ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, they take you. But because I got so hysterical and crying and all that, and telling them, like, man, I'm about to go through 10 years. You know what I mean? My grandpa's older. Like, I knew it in my heart. Like, I knew it. You know what I mean? I had just lost my grandma. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, the way it was looking, my grandfather had more health issues than my grandmother. So it's like, I lost my grandma. We thought she was healthy. She would walk around, get up, cooking all day, cleaning. She was good. From one day to the next, she just got a heart attack and died on us, man. You know what I mean? So my grandfather, he was already wheelchair bound. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, like, nah. And they did that, man. They did that. I got sent back to the building. They ended up calling. They're like, hey, yeah, he got court-appointed visits. Like, so I ended up staying the weekend, and then on Monday, they ended up taking me to the county. But never before, somebody that was on the county list, I ended up staying. Just because of the big old scene that I made and all that. But looking back on it, man, if I would have never done that, if I would have never fought for that visit, man, I would have never been able to say bye to him. I would have never been able to give him a hug, man. You know what I mean? So y'all, man, just, if you still got your grandfather, you still got your grandmother, man, go visit them, give them a hug, tell them you love them. You still got your mother, you know what I mean? You got your father. Like I said, I never knew my father. My father got killed in a Mexico prison while I was in my mother's womb. So even that, you know what I mean? When I was in prison, that was my biggest fear. I'm like, damn, am I gonna go out the way my dad went out? Am I gonna go out in prison? You know what I mean? Y'all think about your actions before you do them. Stay out, take care of your family. I'm gonna end it off here, and I'll pick it up where I left off on the next one, man. It's your boy Santo G. Unity, prosperity, and respect. Above all, shout out Killer Kush. Shout out Frenchy Road Kennels. And shout out my boy Cali Herbs, Los Angeles. Let's get it, y'all.